believe I have a new OBS scene here so that you guys can, with a little ticker tape below here so you guys can kind of see some so let's go ahead and open up a get out of my way. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up a terminal here. And we will keeping all this in Python 3 main. Oh, I have not logged the world yet. I got it. Alright, let's do that. And then tab to get out my just run the script again. So yes, so let's go move this window in so we can see it better here. So if we go and type message in here, so we're going to type this is a message in chat. There's a small little delay with the caption right there. But we get in the text there, this is a message in chat. And so that's if we don't have a slash by that. I believe, oh, that's something I have changed here. Let's just go ahead and you did T instead of tab. Let's go ahead and do slash TP. You can see my coordinates up there. It's teleport me to 0. Same Y. 0 is teleport me to 0. And you can see there nothing message in chat. And I got teleported to 0, 0, as you can see up there. Alright, and I also did slash set block. And last, I dropping frames again. Sorry guys about that. There's not much I can do about that, I don't think. But anyways, if we set block command, we'll do just right now. And you used to have to use the block ID. This is something that I've changed. Let's do block ID of 2, which I believe is dirt. Nope, that's grass block. You can see there we get a floating grass block of where we were, which is the same thing that the set command does in edition. So there's some changes I made to that since last time. Let's go ahead and go open up the list and do Lune again. there's also Genie up here, which I believe it's like another advanced text editor, kind of like Idle or Studio Code. That can introduce you to Python really quick. There are also other things I can access CE for your regular desktop that Raspberry Pi comes with. There's an option for recommended applications that you can click on and you can install different things. Like there's some sort of Java ID if you want to get into that. There's something called Sonic, which will allow you to use programming to create sounds, songs if you wanted to. That is kind of a different thing. I did it for a while. It will get you to the concepts of programming, but not necessarily to, it's not like the other languages. Should say that. Anyways, back to what we are doing here, showing you guys the, all the different changes I made. First of all, I have a new function up here called error. This just makes it easier for me to work out to give an error message to the user. So I can call this and it'll post to chat error plus the string, or if I make the second value a value of false, it'll just give me the regular string. And I've pretty much and it also, right after it posts it to chat, it prints it in the terminal. Okay. So I've kind of replaced that for all of the other, all of my little messages. You can see that there. There we go, there's two error things here. These will post, you can see the first one is true, so we'll put error, right before the actual message. This one has a value of false after it, so it won't put the error prefix there. That's one of the changes I made, probably the most basic one. Nothing, I haven't really changed anything with teleport. It does pretty much the same thing. Now there's another, if we go ahead and go into a file manager here and show you the project folder, I have also made a new script in that project folder. This one's the ed there, called find_block_id. So let's go ahead and drag that into Visual Studio Code here. And what I did was I looked at a website that pretty much had every block ID for every block in the game, and yeah, it's just a list of that. And so I created a function which takes one string argument for the block you want, and it looks through all of this and returns a integer value of the ID that you need, and if it can't find anything, it returns a value of -1. So this is actually a pretty slow method of doing it, but I couldn't think of any better method of looking up the block ID here. So this is pretty much a very long if statement of what I came up with there. So from this way we can accept, if we come over here into Minecraft Pi Edition, and if we do /set block xy, we'll do -1. So are we on? Yeah, we're on 17. I'm having to look at the screen through the OBS preview, so it's kind of hard to see some of that small text here. But we're at 17 right now, so we'll do 16, and 17, and we'll do please let me see. So hit enter. that raise work, the first value is always at the 0 position instead of the 1. Correct syntax, because we can have two syntaxes in here, XYZ, and then the block string instead of just a block ID. Because another thing that I did here is I allowed, if they entered a block ID, that I still accepted that. So, yeah. That's the little modification I made to that. And then the final thing is, and one of the things I want to work on today is the fiddle command. This is one of the commands I use the most whenever I play regular Minecraft, both Bedrock and Java. And it just makes things so much easier, so I wanted to implement here in Minecraft Pi Edition. So, first of all, we go ahead and round one of the issues I had. And I just realized I didn't have a try by this, so if they didn't enter an integer, that is going to error. So let's go ahead and have a try there. And we'll go ahead and accept a value error. And the way we'll handle that is by doing our error string. We'll do start and end for coordinates must be Anyway, so we take all the information that they gave us. Actually, no, that doesn't happen until later. Never mind. We don't need this because I'm using the X, Y, and Z coordinates from Minecraft, not from whatever they entered before, and then I'm changing these variables later depending on what the user entered. I haven't looked at this code in a while. So we are converting these X, Y, and Z position is either greater or less than or equal to, we use some way to compare this to the end x, y, and z. And if these are floats and they contain a decimal, we can't easily do this. So we go ahead and round these to the floor, which is rounding them down, not up, to the closest whole number, and then we convert that float into an integer, and we do that to the start x, y, and we store that value in these variables over here. It's very important that we round these to the floor and then convert them into integers. So next we go and set the default block ID, which I should probably change. I took some code from the set block command up here. I should probably make sure I put that continue statement in there. Alright, so and then we check to make sure we have enough arguments and set these variables to what the user entered. We give that error message there, and we, if they didn't enter whole numbers, I'm going to change this to whole number. Just in case the end user doesn't know what the term integer means. So if the block so this is the code that I use to make sure that the user did indeed enter a block ID, and if they did, to just ignore it. And I do that by in this try here, trying to convert it to an integer, and if it can't be converted into an integer, we get, because it's a string, we get this value error, and we handle that by then checking it using my find block ID script up here, and if we get a -1, then we know that the user entered something wrong, and we did have a continue statement here. That's weird. Why didn't we have it before? Alright, and this else here, if we didn't get a -1 there, then we set the block ID, we reset that block ID to what the user entered, to what we looked up here, what the block ID was of the block that the user specified. Alright, so now we are essentially preparing to start doing the process of making a huge block of code, making that huge block in the middle there from the coordinates that the end user specified. So we are going to do that here by first of all, this line here is a debugging thing. We're going to increment the start x already, just to be certain that things are going right. I don't actually remember what that's something that's causing me problem that I've done that before. And set, we are pretty much reusing our x, y, and z coordinates to, we're not using them anywhere else in the script while this code is being executed, so I figure we could just reuse that, and it does pretty much work. So we reset those to our current start x, to what the user said to start with there, and we then get onto this code here, which will actually draw out that block, that huge block in the sky. So all these comments here are all for debugging purposes, so just ignore that. And just a second, I've gotta do something really quick. I'll see you guys in a few seconds, so I'll just be right back. That was just, I just read quick row, and else I came from today. So, in this loop here, we're going to execute it as long as, just a second, looking through the OBS preview screen is not very easy. That's why I haven't been showing chat as much, because that makes the actual screen about a half the size, and it makes it much harder to read that code there. But if you want to chat, if anyone's watching and they want to chat to me, please let me know that you're here, and we can chat. Whatever. Let's just back to go here. So, we are going to do this as we are going to go through this loop as long as our current y is less than or equal to the ny, which I'm going to have to change that. That's not really going to work. Well, this works. True, then we are going to reset the x back to where it was at the very start, and then we are going to check if start so we're going to check if the user entered the z coordinate, if that is greater than where they wanted to end, then we're going to decrement it. So, if where let's say the user just wants to go up after where they are standing now to 50 blocks, let's just show you how this works. In the actual game itself. So I'm going to sleep for, wait for 1 second after placing the block. Memory. Alright, so let's TV 0. I'm just going to do that to make it easier for me, and I'm going to slash fill from where I am right now to, let's do 10, mirror Y17, let's go to Y18, 10, right? I forgot to block. Slash fill, jut out right over here and started right back where we originally had, where the original bounce was here. So it almost ended like a cured creature type thing, like on a typewriter or something. So it's just gonna keep on doing that, then it's gonna take creature over here, and go, we do that again, and we just keep on looping here. And also, but if none of these are true, then that just means that we just want to go exposition, increment that or decrement that for the next block. And that is what we are seeing over here, which is still going. You can see here that the Z territory turned over here, and the Y was incremented, and now it's going into there. And this should eventually, because I did a Y plus, I did Y 1 greater than where we are, where we are right now, instead of like less than where we were at the beginning. It's going to work for us the way we want it to. So it's going to do this all the way to X10, and it's going to stop. You should see here that this should stop soon. Oh, because we want Z. Yeah, because Z has to go all the way to Z instead. So this is going to take a bit. So we'll sleep for now. Unfortunately, you aren't seeing any of those blocks that you can see here. Because of that not there, it's not like that. But you can see here and the script ended here. And if we go to 10, and we dig straight down, you should see that there's a block of stone here, but there's not a block of stone. one of the issues that you probably noticed is there's a stray block right here, which means you're. It's like I gotta go move here. I tried to fix that was to do the whole increment list for this. Let's try decrement. I don't even know why I thought it would be a but we'll just do it here. So this is 18 so we'll do a 5.5 chunk in the air here. One thing I just realized is that I didn't take my weight command out here. They're going to do that. That's all I just need to 5 minutes to do. So you see, we are still having this issue. And that's definitely an X problem. And this is definitely not 5.5. But that goes yeah, you can see how old this version of Minecraft is. It doesn't have lighting. Still that chunky mess of lighting system that Minecraft used to have. Let's come over here and do another 5x5. Remember, we can't do we can't set the position relative to where we have it. Where we are right now, we just need to hold the plus value that is say we are fully encased in stone. That looks more like, yeah, that did math. No, let's just do 100. Alright, then we do /fill where right now to 5.5 stone. About 5 stone blocks in there. Hey, that's better. So yeah, was that a weird variable that we were having before? Alright, so but we still have this weird thing with this sticking out. So what I want it to do is fill, if we have a tilde there, and we still want it to fill where we are standing, the X position of where we are right now, and it is not doing that. So the weird thing is it's not a clean block, it's just we have this one extra thing with the X position of where we are first and the Y position there, but when the X kind of character returns back to where we are here, it does it at right here, Y equals 1. As you can, if we don't think shift doesn't work. Shift allows you to fall off the edge, so I was really careful with that. So whenever you use the fill command, you still have another random little block sticking out like that, which is kind of weird, and I don't know why it does that. So yeah, let's go and look at the code. So first of all, let's get rid of this. I'm going to do goal, now goal is equal to false, so now we have our goal, now we have our goal. If start Y is greater Shift, Control Alt Shift, or whatever, doesn't select it by line number. It just makes the stupid cursor two thin lines tall. So now instead you have to do that. Else, just go copy and paste here. We are going to get this greater than, and that should fix that issue there. So we should end properly no matter what. But we still have the issue with, let's make sure that that does end properly still. So let's exit. Go back in. And then we will go to ed and slash TV just a second, guys. ahead and I hit tether. Let's go fill 15. What my position is at. I'll just do 35, 15, and I forgot the block again. No. Oh, just that the opposite Y thing works. And do it to Y equals 0. And we didn't set a goal variable, so we are having issues with that. Goal equals, nope. Not a comparative equals. There's actually setting a variable here. False. ones. Sorry about that. So where were we? We did that verification again here. Alright, so we don't have an endless loop, which means that and of course this goes into case. Or here we have bug people. But this should end soon. No, because that's my world generation. Let's try this over here. Caps lock. So ground level is at 29. So we'll do to 30. This is going to be a music. Looks fun. Quite disturbing. Something I need to do is make sure that keyboard interrupts don't crash the program that we implemented right now. Immediately we're going to be in a try situation here. Go all the way down here. That, I'm just going to use a scroll wheel because it's much easier. And just have that over. Save it. And then let's go ahead and add in the accept. We want to accept a keyboard interrupt error. But he should not be capitalized. A keyboard interrupt exit with an error value of alright, so we got that taken care of. It should just peacefully end the program. Why were we on another subject? So let's go. Let me see here. Let's go in a positive X position. And of course it stops here because that's when the world ends. So, of course it didn't do anything with Y. Because it didn't ever get to where it had to decrement the Y. Never even got to the position where it was incrementing or decrementing the Z position, which that needs to come before the Y does. So we need to check on our detection of when X, the X position is the map. It was supposed to cut off at X37. Is there anybody watching the live stream here? Because I would like you to let me know in the chat what you think. Should I not allow the user to do this, or should I try to find a way of doing that? Because I don't know where they still start and end comments each thing, and I forgot I have to not just use start X here. We will go ahead and copy this, and we will put this here, be in parentheses, do or paste or paste, and we'll change these to the right variable names. This is why. And we'll be done. So, thank you guys for watching the stream. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you like my other videos or streams, then please subscribe.